Hey, I'm Ethan Flannery. I got a band workout for you today. So almost everything we're going to do is going to be with that. We're going to get started with the resistance training, and our first set that we do on each exercise is going to be part of our warm-up. So we're going to start with 10 reps on each one, and then our following set we're going to do 20 of it. We're going to get right into it. The first one we're going to do is going to be a chest press. You're just going to have those bands pressing out and back. Now, at home, you can use a doorway. If you have a partner with this one, they can grab the band for you and hang on to it while you do this one here. But we'll get right into it. I got a perfectly good post here. So I just wrapped it around. You're going to even them out, turn around, get a good grip. And you kind of want the bands going under your arms when you're doing this one. And you can actually step 1 foot forward, try to keep your body straight, so it's just out and back. And so we're going to get right into it. First one, we're going to do 10 reps. Just control these, down and up, slow control. And while you're doing this, after you get those 10 out, that was just your warm-up. Then you're going to rest for about 30 seconds here and just kind of let that muscle relax a little bit, and then we're going to get back into it. So the next one we're going to do, we're going to step out a little bit further, give it more of a challenge, and we'll get right into that. All right, so you're going to step out further, step 1 foot out, body up, core tight, and you're going to press out and back. Still keep that slow and controlled motion. Shooting for 20 reps. Try to breathe out as you press out. And settle down. All right. The next thing we're going to do, we're going to be alternating this workout. We're going to be doing an upper body exercise. Should be missing right now. And the next one we're going to do is going to be a basic squat. We're going to add that resistance band into it. So what you're going to do, you're going to set it on the ground here, put 1 foot on, 1 foot the other way. And then from here you can hang onto the handles if you want. If you don't have that, just grab a hold of the bands here. Make sure your feet are wide enough to do this. And if you want more resistance with this, just grab lower on your bands and it'll add to it. And you're just going to keep your body in line, core tight, squatting down and up. And at the very top, you're going to kind of thrust forward, keep your core tight. And with this one, if you have bad knees or anything like that, just kind of limit your range of motion as you go down and up. Remember, this is just your warm-up set. We're just going to do about 10 of these. All right, as soon as you're done with those, just kind of step off it. Try not to let it snap you. And grab a drink of water if you need it. And then we'll get right back into this after 30 seconds. Now, whenever you're using the band, if you can't bring your feet out any wider, you can also make a little loop with it and then step on your bands. Then you'll have more slack between your legs, so it'll be a little bit harder resistance. So for some of you, you're going to want to do that. Others, you might not. Just make sure you have the right amount of distance so you can get that full squat in. 10 toes straight ahead, body up, core tight. Reach down, grab a hold, and get right in it. All the way up and down. right. Now go ahead, grab that drink. And while you're taking that rest, I'm going to get set up for that next one. The next one we're going to do is a row. So you can do this one a few different ways. You can do it if you don't have anything to hook it on. Just step your feet on about shoulder width apart. Grab hold of your bands and roll up and back down. Now the other variation that you can do with this, the one I'm going to be doing today, is right around a pole. Same idea, if you have a doorway, you can use that. What you're going to do, you're going to set up here, step back. Remember, your first set is your warm-up. So we're going to be right here, pulling in. We're going to do 10. Breathe out as you pull. And with this one, you can keep it in close to your sides. When you pull in, kind of keep your core tight. Squeeze your glutes. And bring it back. For another challenge, what you can do, you can go out wide. All right, so after we got that workout in, just make sure that you're hydrating yourself whenever you need it. Outside right now, it's about 85 degrees, but we're still getting in and gonna kill it. So the next one, we're gonna get into it. We're gonna step back a little bit further, get a little bit more of a challenge in. And when I'm doing this, I have my knees slightly bent, body up, core tight, and pull it in. Be breathing out as you pull that. And setting down. All right, grab that drink of water if you need it. And the next exercise we're going to do, we're just going to do a body weight exercise. So we're going to do an alternating lunge. So you can do this body weight. Another way you could do it, if you do have a pole to connect it and want to add that challenge, you can actually go like this. Face out. Have it underneath and just kind of hold your arms up here, and you can lunge down and back. Well, let's get right into that. We're going to get our warm-up in. Just make sure when you go down on this one that your knee's not touching the ground. You're coming down 2 to 3 inches from the ground and then right back up. All right, grab that drink of water, and then we're going to get right into it. If you are doing body weight exercises, you can add a T, overhead, or prisoner lunge, whichever position you'd like. And if you're using the resistance band, just step out a little bit further to add that extra work. All right. Here and begin. And set them down. All right. Grab that drink of water if you need it. And the next one that we're going to get into is going to be our shoulder press. So we're going to be right here. With this one, it's the same idea. You kind of round it a little bit. You're going to step your feet out, have them about shoulder width apart. Then you're going to bring your hands up, and you're going to be pressing up and back down. And rest. And then grab a drink of water, take a 30-second rest, and then we're going to get back into it, hit all 20 reps. So a good thing to know when you're doing these type of presses, there's different things you can do. So if I get into it right now, just to show you. So if pressing both of these is a little bit too hard, you can do one arm at a time. You're just going to let go of one, and you're going to step a little bit closer to give yourself a little bit less resistance, and then you can do one arm at a time if you'd like. Doing this, you could also add balance if you want to it, and just do 10 on each side while we're doing this, and that'll help you get into it. All right, everybody back in position. There we go, bring them up. And then we're just going to be pressing straight up, 20 reps. Controlled reps. And rest. All right, set them down, grab that drink of water. The next thing we're going to get into is going to be a reverse lunge. So this one, like I said with the other one, you can do body weight reverse lunge. And you're just going to be here, stepping back, lunging down, up, alternating legs. Now if you do have the bands and you have something to wrap it around, you can go over here back to the post, wrap it around. Make sure they're even, very important. Step out, and then you're going to come from here, back, down, up, together, and alternate. And let's get right into that. As soon as you get those done, make sure you grab a drink of water and take a little bit of rest. Then we're going to come back out and we're going to have even more resistance to add, going further away. Now, same idea with that one. You can do your overhead, tees, prisoners, and also if you had a dumbbell, you could hang on to that while you do these as well, and maybe even add a twist in it if you'd like. All right, so let's get in it. So we're going to grab our bands here. Bring them up, step back. Remember, this time you can step a little bit further back, and we're just going to step back, lower your knee down towards the ground, body up, together, alternating legs. And rest. All right, set them down. Grab that drink of water. Give you about 30 seconds rest. Then we're going to get into the guns. We're going to do some bicep curls. But to do these, just remember, you can step on with 2 feet if you'd like. That's going to add a little bit more resistance. If you need a little bit less, step 1 foot a little bit forward in the center and do your bicep curls this way. So when you're doing those bicep curls, what you really want to do is you want to have your elbows in, body up, core tight, and you're curling up top and back down. So your elbow really stays where it's at. You don't want that to fly forward or anything. Just from here, up, back down. All right, so everybody in position. Remember, we're just gonna start with a warm up first. So let's get right in it. 1. Same thing with this one. You're going to be breathing out on the way up. There you go, and rest. Grab a drink of water. Now the other way you can do this one, you can actually grab at the band and you can do a variation of a hammer curl if you like as well. So there's other things you can do with it. You could even do a Hercules curl if you wanted to modify that, and you would need somebody or another pole to hang on to the band for you. And how you do that, you just wrap it around here, stick one handle through the other, pull it tight, then you'd step out and curl up and back down, keeping your elbow in line with your shoulder, curling up, activating your bicep, and back down. With that one, you're going to have to alternate sides, obviously, but just to change it up a little bit for you. It's always good to have options. All right, so let's get back in position. This one's going to be a little bit more serious. You're going to be here, palms up, body up and back down. Right at it. You got it. Keep going. Nice. Good job. All right. Grab a drink of water if you need it. Take your rest. And the next exercise we're going to be doing is a sumo squat. So most of you should be familiar with this one. We've done it in the past. So you step your feet out. I'll give you a little bit more time. I'll just kind of go over this exercise. So your body's going to be up, chest up, core tight, and you kind of want to thrust your hips forward slightly at the top, tightening your glutes. Body stays upright, and you're just going to go down and up, thrusting the hips. All right. So another thing with this one, if you don't feel in the sides, turn your feet out a little bit further, but you always want your knees to be in line with your leg as they go out. Now, if you don't feel it, you can bring it out that way. You can even bring them in a little bit. Sometimes that helps. Or adjusting your feet out a little bit wider. All right, so let's get right into this one. Body up, down, and up. Remember, slow and controlled on these ones. Just warm that muscle up. Good. All right, grab a drink of water, get a little bit of a rest in, and then we'll be right back in it. All right. So just remember with this exercise, your positioning, make sure you don't go too far out or too far in. You really want to make sure you're at that 90-degree bend when you do it. And don't forget to hydrate. I know it's hot outside if you're doing it out here. I'm already already a little bit drenched in sweat. All right, let's get back in it. Feet out, body up, and begin. All right, grab a drink of water if you need it. Take that rest time. So I'll get set up for that next exercise while we do this, while you're getting that rest in. So we're gonna do kickbacks today. Now, if you don't have a post to wrap around, you can still do these. What you wanna do when you're setting up for these, you're gonna step 1 foot back, come down, elbow up, and you're gonna take one hand, just kind of grab the band. The other hand can be right here or on the band. And you're just going to take it from here, back, and down. So that's an option if you don't have anything to hook on. Of course, I got this nice pole here. All you got to do is wrap it around. And you want to kind of keep the band closer to the ground. You're going to step back. You're going to get into a flat back. Then both arms out. Back up, just to the knees. So it's only doing that 90-degree bend. And right in it. We're just going to do the first 10 warm up. And rest. Make sure you grab that drink of water. All right. So when you're doing those, you can always step back further. You can do one arm at a time if you would like. There's a lot of different variations with those that you can do. I know a lot of people that aren't a huge fan of those, but it is a great tricep workout. Very important to keep up on. All right. So now that you got your drink and everything, we're going to get back into it. So everybody try to get back into position. Try to go a little bit further. All 20. Right in it. Good, hands set them down. All right, grab a drink of water. Now we're almost done with this workout. We got one more exercise we're gonna do, and we're just gonna do side lunges. Kind of finish this off. Once we get those in, we're gonna go into a deep stretch actually to finish off this video. All right, so let's get into it. Next one. Step your feet out, body up. And then with this one here, keep your core tight. Body upright, and you're just gonna kind of try to keep your body centered as you sit back, stretching out the muscles on the inside of your leg. And we're just gonna do short holds at the bottom, just going side to side. We're gonna do about 10 seconds on each side. To the other side. And to the other side. Back to center. Down. Put your chin on your chest. Slowly roll up. All right, everybody, grab a drink of water. Get that rest in. We'll come right back and we'll get that stretch in. All right, now what we're going to do, we're going to get into our stretch routine. Now, just a reminder before we get into that, if you want to do some more work, you got more time to spare, you can do like 1 to 3 sets of that if you'd like. So if you want to do that, just go back to the beginning of the video, play it through, hit it again, and then come right back to this point. All right, we're going to get into those stretches. So the first one we're going to do, you're going to take your thumbs, press them back, take a deep breath, and release it. Take another one, and release it. Take one arm, bring it across your body, grab your elbow, pull it into your chest, and then you can close your hand and open it, working on your grip. If you like golf or any sort of thing that involves grip, you can just squeeze your hand and reopen it. And out to the other side. Same idea. Grab the elbow, pull it into your chest, close and open. Try to keep your core tight the entire time you're doing this. Then take one arm all the way up top, pat yourself on your back, grab your elbow, pull it back, take that deep breath, and release it. To that other side. And release it. All right, the next thing we're going to do, you're going to take one hand forward, grab your fingers, pull them back. Now, while you guys are doing that, there is another option. If you have a wall at home or a tree or a post you can do this on. Just going to take your palm, lay it flat up against it, take your thumb and press it back. And you can bring this as high as level with your shoulders. I wouldn't go any higher than that. If you need to modify it, just go down a little bit lower, step a little bit closer, trying to keep your body up. And to the other side, and go like this. And of course, you can also put your hand on that post there and do it this way. And release it. All right, the next thing we're going to do, we're going to do a hip flexor stretch. So with this one, you're just going to step forward, set your knee on the ground, kind of thrust your hip forward this way, and then twist it out to the side. Then you can also take your thumb and reach back. And release it. Then we're going to go to the other side. Remember to thrust that hip forward, twist off to the side, take your thumb and reach it back. It's one of my favorite stretches. And release it. All right, next one we're going to do, we're going to stand up here. We're going to do that standard toe touch. You want to keep your back flat, lean back into your heels, and then reach down, try to touch your toes. And step one heel forward, grab your toe, pull it back, and you want your knees in line here. So one knee's bent a little bit, the other leg is straight. And to the other side. And set her down. All right, the next thing we're going to do, we're going to bring our feet a little bit wider. You're going to come down, reach your hands to the ground, just kind of relax yourself a little bit. Try to get down as low as you can. Take a deep breath. Now walk your hands out to the side and grab your calf and try to pull your chest to your leg. And walk it out to the other side and do the exact same thing. And bring it back to center. Put your chin on your chest. Slowly roll up. Take a deep breath, bring your hands up. And release it. 2 more times. Last one. And release it. Good job, everybody. Keep it up.